Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a number problem. In this question, the keywords are that you're told that at the start of April, you have got 15,000 games. Shop sells or shop sold 7,918 games in April, 4,624 games in May, and you've got to work out how many games the shop had left at the end of May. Now on the left hand side it says you must show your method, which means you must show your working. What calculations do you have to do in order to get the answer? Now if you get the answer right, you get the full 2 marks, but if you make a mistake and you haven't shown your working, you will get 0. So it's always worth showing your working so you can get some method marks. Now in the exam there's a total of 2 marks available for this question here. So make sure you show your working in the gaps here and then write down your final answer in the box. So your key facts. You need to know that the word sold means that that is the number of games that were bought by people in the public. So how many games were actually bought by people? That's what this word sold here means. And left means the number of games in the shop at the end. So when we're looking at the calculation, you've got a shop, it had 15,000 games in total. 7,918 games were sold, so they were taken out of the shop. And 4,624 games were sold in May. Again, they were taken out from the shop. And you've got to work out how many are left. So what is now left in the shop at the end of May? So your total, okay, you're going to have to add when you use the word total. And when the word left, you will need to do subtract. So these are 2 key words that you'll be needing to know that if you're working out a total, you're adding. And if you're working out how many are left, you've got to do a subtraction. Press pause, have a go at thinking about the answer and working out your answer without a calculator, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Fantastic work. So hopefully you've realised that you've got to add together the amount of games sold in April and May to work out the total number of games sold. So that is the 7,918 plus 4,624. So we start at the right hand side when we add. So we've got to do 8 plus 4, which is 12. So we carry a little 1 up here and the 2 goes here. Some people do like to carry the 1s underneath. It doesn't matter whether you carry the 1 above or below, you will still get the same answer. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus the other 1 gives you a 4. 9 plus 6 is 15. So you can think of that as 9 plus 1 gives you 10, and then you've got 5 left. So 10 plus 5 is 15. So we carry the 1 and the 5 comes down here. And then I've got 4 plus 7 plus 1. Now you should know that 4 plus 3 is 10. There's 1 left over, so that takes you to 11, plus the extra 1 gives you 12. So we've got 12,542. So that's how many games were sold in total. We know initially there were 15,000 games. So we've got to take away this 12,542 from 15,000, and that will give us the answer which we need to write in the box here. Again, we start on the right hand side, so we do 0 take away 2. We can't do it, so we have to borrow from the next number up the top here. Again, this is a 0, so we can't borrow. So we move to the next one. Again, another 0, so we can't borrow. So we have to come to this 5. We can cross the 5 out and make it a 4, and we can borrow a 10 now. So I can now cross out my 10, make it a 9, and borrow a 1. I'm going to cross out my 10, make it a 9, and borrow a 1 again. So now I've got the number 10 take away 2, which is 8. 9 take away 4 is 5. 9 take away 5 is 4. 4 take away 2 is 2. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So your answer is 2,458. That needs to be written in the gap here. You would get 1 mark for showing your working for doing both of these steps and having an error in there. But to get the full marks, you need to write down the answer 2,458. Remember, you can put a comma in there if you want to, but make sure that comma's not too big so it doesn't look like the number 1. So it is nice and small. Give yourself a big tick if you got it correct. Well done. The mark scheme on this question says you get 2 marks for getting the answer 2,458. The up to 2m means up to 2 method marks. So you would get 1 mark for doing the correct sum with an error. So the error bit means you made a mistake somewhere in your calculation. As long as you try to use the correct method and you've just made a calculation error, you will still get 1 mark out of the 2. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.